Black nation rise. Wouldn't think of full time. Do we stop being victimized? Organize and centralize. Take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives. Now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes. Firstly, every African a queen and king. Know your past and you will know yourself with it. Black man not got our color and no sin. Never trade my roots, me proud of my skin. Sing I forget the old slave master Jim. Pan back with fasting and you know them now bring them from the plantation. Nowadays a prison. Hear the ancestors them singing African hymns. But we have to rise up in order to win. We have to see a floating sinkings and we can't sing. Call out the black leaders in our communities. We stand against injustice and stand for unity. And in action rise. Wouldn't think of full time. Do we stop being victimized? Organize and centralize. Take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold your head up with pride. Them no care about black lives. Now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes. Freedom must come with a cost. You can't know the future if you don't know the past. If you sight the fullness, if you don't know the half, them milk them and the cow and them want kill the calf. Check the status, it's off the grid off the graph. Look how much blocky youths them kill off the ras. Classism, racism, black brother them a ball. We have to fight all if we back against the wall like a Bengal roll. Go back to your roots and your window and yourselves. We did that with our friends, no one time to rebel. By the KKK, enough black brothers, them hang them in the suburbs, we in the projects, yo, you know see the trend. In a 2020, yo, we still a go pretend like slave master and slave bikini. They my friend, like Black Panther. Take a stance, yeah, my friend, can't play cover, rise up from lions den. Reaching out to the rude boys and all the ragamuffins. You will fall for anything if you stand for something. Black nation rise. Couldn't think of full time. Do we stop being victimized? Organize and centralize. Take the shackles off your mind. Black nation rise. Hold the head up with pride. They no care about black lives. Now the ship are capsize. Open up your eyes.
Where they come from, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Third, reverse the curse, reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden house, if a the prime minister, if a the opposition, if a politician, if a the liar, come from the doctor, come from Simon, Anywhere he come from, reverse the order. Reverse the order. Breakthrough. We're coming through. We're coming through. Reverse the curse. Send back the order. Reverse the curse. Send back the order. Where he come from? Anywhere he come from. If a Jamaica, if a Clarendon, if a St. Thomas he come from.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the late start, Jamaica. Sincere apologies for the late start. Are you hearing me, Jamaica? Just doing a check to see that you're hearing me. Welcome, welcome, welcome yet to another Midday Connection. Yes, Jamaica, today I'm journeying to St. James. A journeying to St. James, Jamaica, where I am going into the constituency of East Central St. James, where Mrs. Rushell Reid not, the caretaker candidate for the People's National Party, will be going up against Ed Bartlett. But I've always remembered, Jamaica, that David So I am going to invite Miss Rushell Reid not to join us right now. Good afternoon, Mrs. Knott. How are you?
Good afternoon, Andre. I am fine, thank you. And you?
Why, tired. Very tired.
That makes many of us.
Can you tell us who Miss Reid Knott is today?
Rushell Reid Knott is a teacher by profession. I've given 28 years of dedicated, unbroken service to the Jamaican education system. I am currently in life insurance. I'm a life insurance advisor with Guardian Life Limited. I am a justice of the peace and I serve the community of Somerton in St. James. That's where I live, by the way. I'm a member of the Lay Magistrates Association of Jamaica. I was a very active member of the Jamaica Teachers Association up until August 31 last year when I transitioned into life insurance. I am an advocate for my community.
Yes.
I am more than a visitor. I'm not even a visitor to this constituency. This is where I was born and raised, and I've lived here all my life. Yes.
Okay.
So this is Rushell Reid Knott. I feel the pains of the members of the citizens of East Central St. James. So I am a daughter of the soil.
A daughter of the soil, an educator, insurance agent, so many different hats, a justice of the peace.
Yes. And I'm not sure, Andre, if I mentioned that I'm a woman of God. I'm a member of the Church of God of Prophecy. I don't want to miss this. Church of God. I'm a member of the Church of God of Prophecy in Jamaica. I worship at a small church in this constituency in the community of industry. And that is where I spent my earliest years. I went to basic school at this, my church school. So you can understand when I say I am a daughter of the soil.
A daughter of the soil.
Yes.
Interesting. So tell us today, That constituency has been voting GLP for how many years now?
For 23 years. But just before I start to tell you a little about this constituency and how long it has been in the hands of the GLP, let me say a special thank you, Andre, for hosting us, the
Mm-hmm.
East Central St. James team. And I
Yes.
want to say big up to all the citizens of East Central St. James and the supporters of the team here in our constituency. Yes. So as I said before, East Central St. James has been voting JLP for
Mm,
23 years, since 2002.
mm. It has been doing for 22 years.
It's 23. Since 2002, it's 23 years, yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, what is happening in the constituency?
Some things are happening and most things are not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What's happening in the constituency is that mainly we have been neglected. We have been neglected in terms of infrastructure. We have been neglected in terms of having the allocated resources used to satisfy the needs of the people of East Central on a broad basis. So if we should look at things, if we should itemize what is happening, Andre, we can look at the poor infrastructure. We
Mm-hmm.
can look at, yes, inclusive of the road network
Mm-hmm.
and the water supply.
Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
those are the two main problems we are facing. We also have a situation with our health centers, and we are facing an economic crisis. We also have a lack of youth engagement, and we want to change that come the next general elections. So let's talk about the roads.
Yes.
I heard somebody say that their constituency has the worst roads in Jamaica, but really it is East Central St. James. East
Mm-mm.
Central St. James has seen, based on my records, and other constituents will tell you, just
Mm-hmm.
one major road being resurfaced since 2023. There might be little sections that were paved, but major roads leaving the constituency into Montego Bay, these
Mm-hmm.
roads, we can say that one major road has seen resurfacing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Nowadays, well, in recent time, we would have seen where some patching is being done, but that came after the citizens demonstrated that we can no longer continue like this. We can no longer continue to drive from Dumfries to Montego Bay, or if we want to take it through Paisley to Rosal, we
Mm-hmm.
could no longer drive on roads that when you go down, when you go into a pothole, you literally hit your bumper, you hear
My God.
something as if somewhere is broken off. We, the people, could no longer have continued like that. So I believe that that is what led to the staging
Mm.
of a demonstration. Yes, yes. And since that, we have seen some amount of patching. But
Mm.
still, the roads connecting communities, the roads leading to farms, these roads, I don't even know how to describe them, especially our farm roads. Farmers have been cut off from their farms, literally, because these roads, there's
Mm-hmm.
no surface. You can't drive on them. The donkeys would literally break their legs when the farmers ride their donkeys to the farm. So many of them have abandoned the farms because they are too far to
Wow.
go to. And this has affected production in
Mm-hmm.
the constituency. We are a constituency that one of our main economic activities is agriculture. And if it is that farmers cannot access their lands, then it
Yes.
is going to affect us. It has affected us significantly in terms of production. We
So
have our connecting roads. Go
wait.
ahead, and
You're telling me that the Minister of Tourism
yes,
have those only bad road in constituency?
has the most bad roads in the constituency, the most bad roads in St. James. These roads are actually the worst in the parish. Yes, Andre, the worst.
So you
We,
talk
we,
about. Go ahead.
when we try to travel from one community to the next, it takes forever. So let's say I am traveling from Somerton and I want to get to Johnsall. It would be better, Andre, for me to go into Montego Bay and then go into Johnsall from Montego Bay, other than taking a 20-minute ride. And that would have taken me at least 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes, other than taking a 20-minute drive from Somerton on the inside of the constituency to Johnsall. So the road from Sign to Johnsall through Urlock and over River Orange, that road is in a deplorable condition. I could have taken that route. I can also take the route from Somerton through to Industry, through to go to Gisborne through Lottery and then to Johnsall. And that road is in a rather worse condition.
My God.
It is really bad.
So Ed Bartlett, it will dress up in a suit so every day advertise tourism. I saw him constituency mash up.
I don't even know which is doing better, Andre, whether it's the tourism or it is the constituency.
So
go ahead.
So the MP visit the constituency because I hear you say you're not a stranger to the constituency. Is that a is that a blow you're sending to the MP that him is a stranger to the people?
To be honest, we don't see the member of parliament that often. We don't see him that often. Some persons have never seen him live. They'll tell you that I don't know the man, I've never seen him, I know him on TV. That is where some people know him from. I've been to Springmount and the people say that, Miss, we're glad you come up here because we don't know our member of parliament. Upon TV, me see the man. So he is not here most of the time.
So he Miss Casper, the friendly ghost.
Well, I can tell you, Andre, that in recent times, we have seen a little more of our member of parliament. I can't say why, but we are seeing a little more in recent times.
Well, I can tell you why. You know that I talk truth. Elections coming and them have to drop the fertilizer and the black tank then.
Well, I hope the people that make use of what they get, because the farmers really do need the assistance with the fertilizers, and we have serious water woes, so the water tanks are going to come in handy. Because I can tell you that there is not one single community in this constituency that does not face a water woe. Not one. Not one. There are some communities, especially our large housing schemes, that are on water schedule. So they get water sometimes for the week. So the water is turned off at a particular time of day so that another housing scheme can get, and so on. Yes. And as I have said before, Andre, that East Central St. James is a place that does not lack water. We have the major river that leads into Montego Bay. Actually, the only river that flows into Montego Bay flows from East Central St. James, the Montego River. It comes from our hills into Montego Bay. So hundreds of thousands of gallons of water run away into the sea each day while the residents are left to suffer.
My God.
Yes. In addition to that, we have seeing possibilities, many possibilities for deep wells to be dug to suffice the people of East Central St. James, and these opportunities have not been explored by the Member of Parliament.
I can't believe this.
Maybe you need to come, Andre, if you don't want to take my word for it. You can visit East Central on any given day, and you will understand for yourself. You'll get a first-hand feel of what I'm talking about.
My
Yes.
God.
Every single community. Up to yesterday, I had no water in my pipe. Up
My
to yesterday.
God.
So the water is on and off, and this has affected production in the constituency. It has affected the business people, the hairdressers, the cook shop. It has affected everybody. It has affected the farmers. It has affected the schools. Schools have even have ended abruptly or prematurely because of water woes.
No, man, this sounds serious. Ed Bartlett.
That's right.
Ed
That's right.
Bartlett.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your
And go ahead, Andre.
what is your plan if you are successful at the next general elections?
If I am successful, or let's not say if, I speak live, I speak it first over myself, and we want this change for East Central St. James, so we are going to speak it and we are going to act upon it. When I'm elected, when I become Member of Parliament, we have plans to change this constituency. We first of all want to make sure that we have access to proper road network. Because as I said before, many of our communities are cut off. Some roads that would just cause you to take 2 minutes. I could take 2 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes from Somerton, go over Cedar Hill and end up in Lima if I'm going to Adelphi, other than having to take a 10-minute drive into Adelphi going a long route. And so communities have been cut off. We want to make sure that we have access to quality road network so that our businesses can thrive. Common sense will tell anybody that when you cut off communities, you cut off linkages and it affects production. So when we link our communities again, we are going to also form economic links between our communities. And that is one thing I intend to do. Because we see many of our constituents really struggling to make ends meet. Many businesses are facing significant struggles because of this lack of connectivity. There are people in this constituency who are very ambitious. They have started businesses. They have started businesses that would allow some of us not to have to go to Montego Bay to do business. Well, for example, you're going somewhere, you'd like to buy a suit of clothes and know of a business in Dumfries that would cater to that. There's also a business in Lottery that caters to that. But because of the poor road network, it is easier to go to Montego Bay than to go to Lottery. And if it is that we have a chance to support our own businesses in the constituency, then it is going to cause us to thrive economically.
So you're talking about improving the road infrastructure for you to improve the linkages for more entrepreneurial activities and economic livelihood to be in the constituency.
That's right.
How many divisions make up the constituency?
We have 3 divisions. We have Springmount Division, Somerton Division, and Rosal Division.
Any of those divisions are controlled by a PMP councillor?
Yes, Somerton Division. We won the Somerton Division in last year's general election. Councillor Michael Allen is councillor. He too is a son of the soil. Yes.
Interesting.
He came from behind. We needed over 400 votes to have won this division. And Comrade Michael Allen and the team, inclusive of myself, we took home Somerton Division. That is our home. This is where I live too, I should say. Yes.
So Somerton is, so you say you really stand a chance, and I'm hearing that you're slowly, silently doing some damages on the ground.
Yes, I am. And I believe that I stand a chance, a very good chance too, because the numbers would have said it, Andre. We have approximately 34,000 electors in the constituency. And based on a study of the numbers, we would not have seen where the present member of parliament would have won with 25% of the votes in the constituency.
Oh.
If we have 34,000 now, the last time he won with a little over 7,000 votes. And that is not 25,000. That is not 25% of the votes.
So 7,000, and what was the difference in terms of PNP votes?
The PNP won with over lost, I should say, with 3,000 and something votes.
But you're saying that the people on the ground are gradually changing.
I don't think that the people are some of the people are changing because they are tired of a particular kind of leadership. But a lot of our supporters would not have come out in 2020 because, one, it was COVID and people were very unsure of the health situation in the country. So they did not choose to risk their lives to vote, to come out and vote. So that we know was a deterrent factor.
You can't use the 2020 vote deficit to say what is the true number of real people that would really come out for this one.
No, we can't use 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
So apart from road infrastructure and linkages, what else do you plan to do for the people?
We want to improve our health centers. A number of our health centers are type 1 facilities, and we want to upgrade those to at least type 2 in some communities. We even have an health facility in the Springmount division in the Hopeton, Hampton area that is closed, and the residents have to travel all the way into another constituency, into into West Central rather, to access the facilities in Granville. Or they would have to come across to the Springmount Health Center, which is a type 1 facility as well. So we want to improve our health facilities. We want to upgrade them. They would have been a type 1 for a very long time. And as I speak on the health facility, I visited Springmount in last week, and I noticed that the clinic there is under construction. There's some addition being done to the clinic. But I understand that it has been for a while now. I think early after burial, they started working on the clinic. And as far as I can see, there is going to be an additional corridor space, probably a waiting area. Another room is going to be added, and some other space and another small space. I'm not able to determine what it is from standing there, because I would not have had the chance to speak to anybody when I went there, because it was afternoon, so clinic was already closed. So we would want to see those persons who are responsible for the construction of the clinic or the construction of the additional portion of the clinic. We'd want to see them step up their game, because it's really inconvenient for taxpayers and the users of the facilities to be using the space in its incomplete status. So we'd want to see that. Yes. So we want, as I said, improved health facility.
So improving the health facility, you talk about the road and linkages. What else are you proposing for the constituency to develop?
I want to engage my youth more than they are engaged. I want to improve education and training and youth engagement as a whole. So we have some schools that would not have seen any form of repair or very little repair, except the principals would have made some form of initiative. It would have been initiative from the school leadership or community or some societal organization. We would want improvement in our schools. We want for parity when it comes on to all our primary and high schools. We have 2 high schools serving the constituency, and we want to make sure that these schools are fully retrofitted to function on a daily basis. We want to ensure that classes are not interrupted because of a lack of water supply. We want to ensure that if the electricity goes, then the schools have adequate backup plans. They have generators to facilitate the full functioning of school on a daily basis.
So
we want to support the school in terms of, I'll soon let you talk, Andrea, I'm sorry, in terms of having all the resources. And we want for, I'm living in Somerton and I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to send my child to school to this school because I don't think that Somerton has the resources to serve my child. Yes. So we want to make sure that resources are distributed fairly across all our primary schools and our high schools, and our early childhood education schools are also supported fully. So we want to change the face of education. We also want to make sure that adequate training opportunities are provided for young, middle-aged, and old. We have just one training facility in our constituency. And that's one, the Adelphi Training Center. So our people who want to train, they have to go outside of the constituency if it is that they are not interested in the programs that are being offered at Adelphi. And I want to change the number of programs that are offered there, widen the scope, give young people better choices. So if they don't want to do housekeeping and they don't want to do plumbing, then they can do customer service. They can do masonry. They can do something else. So we want to widen the sphere for our young people. So we want to improve education and we want to improve training. Yes, Andre.
I see this is your area because as an educator, you're passionate about the educational process and you're saying you want to widen the scope of activities for the youth and the children in your constituency so that no one will be left behind.
Oh, thank you for saying it so eloquently for me. Yes.
So tell us now, apart from the healthcare system and education, what do you plan to do for like economic livelihood?
We want to provide training first of all, because I find that especially my young people, they are a radical generation. They do not want to take their 5 subjects and go into Montego Bay and go work for Mr. Chin. They don't want to go, and too many of them say that I want to be my own boss. So we want to provide opportunities. We want to open doors, provide entrepreneurial training. We want to give them examples of what they can do, and also to ask our business leaders in our communities to provide mentorship to these young people who want to be their own bosses. And I believe that if it is that we have people who want to start businesses, then our communities are going to thrive. We don't want just for our young people to do well in school and leave school. We want for them to thrive. We want for them to be their best. And in addition to that, we want to support innovation because we have a lot of talented people in East Central St. James. We want to support those persons who are interested in music, those who are interested in technology. We want to support everybody according to their diverse interests.
So you're talking about improving the rollout of the orange economy?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Yes. We
So
want to make sure. Go
you want,
ahead. Go ahead.
as you say, you want to expand the orange economy in such a way
Yeah.
that it's broad and more people can be involved in it.
Yes.
Mm. Is there any other
Yes. Yes.
point of your constituency manifesto that you'd want to share with your constituents today?
Yes, I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'm going to be glancing at my manifesto because I don't want to miss some key things. I don't want to give too much details because Andre, I don't able, then stay.
Mm.
So I'm
Copycat.
going to be. Thank you for saying it for me.
Mm.
Yes. So we said we want to work on water harvesting
Mm-hmm.
because, as I said, we have enough water. So we want to make sure we want to work on ways in which to harvest our water. So when it's the dry time, because we do experience the dry season, when it's the dry time, we have enough water for our farmers to continue their work. We have enough water for schools to be in full operation, for our businesses to be in full. So we want to work on water harvesting. We want to work on manufacturing and trade. We find that a lot of our people are opening small businesses, operating from their homes, and we want to support people with these small businesses to help them grow to their full potential. We would have had over the years transportation issues in East
Yes.
Central St. James.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to establish a first-class public transportation system.
Mm-hmm.
And I myself want to see a particular route being added to our transportation system, or transportation routes rather. I would have noticed as I traverse through Paisley onto the Rosal Main Road, another end of the constituency, almost on a daily basis, that we have a number of our hotel workers coming from Somerton Division going onto the coast. So we would want
That
to
is a
open
route. That is a route.
another transportation route,
So what
yes,
you would call that route?
especially to facilitate. Well, we have not decided yet, but it is Somerton Division to Rosal. Yes. So
So
we would want to.
So
Yeah.
you have a rat infestation problem in your constituency too?
We do. I believe the entire parish has this problem. The entire parish has this problem. I was speaking to one of my constituents who is a pest controller, professional, and he operates in the parish and outside as well. And he would have informed me that, this is the situation in the parish. So we do probably in East Central, it's East Central St. James on a lesser extent than Montego Bay. But we do have this challenge.
So
Yes.
so St. James has become a rat parish.
And it is not something I'm laughing, Andre, but it is very serious because a rat crisis is going to be a health crisis. And we do not have the health facilities to handle a breakout of leptospirosis. Because the state of Cornwall Regional Hospital. So we are going to be in serious trouble if that happens. We are going to be in serious trouble. So we do hope that the members of parliament, the 5 of them collectively, will come up with a solution ASAP. Think about the health of the people of this parish and do something about it. Because when we form government, the 5 PNP candidates, we are going to be working together to change the face of the parish. Because we would have been here, we grew up here, went to school in Montego Bay, so we know what it means to have Montego Bay being a clean city. So we want to bring it firstly back to its former glory and to take it beyond. Comrade Dr. Andre Orton You might have heard him recently in the media stating how it is that Montego Bay will be transformed when we form government.
My God, I can't believe that the tourism capital of the Caribbean has now become a rat-infested city.
Oh, yes. The tourism capital of the Caribbean. Yes.
My God.
Andre, I want to also talk about supporting performing arts and fine arts and the entertainment industry.
Yes, talk about
in my East Central St. James, we have seen where we have had a number of outstanding people and some in the music industry. You know of Jimmy Cliff. Jimmy Cliff grew up in walking distance from where I live. He still has his home in this constituency and in this community. So we have Jimmy Cliff coming out of East Central. Oh. You might have heard, probably you're a little younger than I am, so you might not have heard of Screwdriver. But Screwdriver is, yes.
What artist did name Screwdriver?
Yeah, man, no artist did name Screwdriver. So that means you're very young, Andre.
Yeah, yes. Man, me just off a breast milk.
Yes. Screwdriver sang this song that really did well. Sharana pregnant, you're pregnant. You can look it up if you never heard it.
Screwdriver, Sharana pregnant, you're pregnant?
Yes.
What is? Well, let me try find Screwdriver, Sharana pregnant, you're pregnant. Anybody know that? First me I hear that. Screw.
So you're hearing that. Okay. Well, you soon find it, Andre. We also have artists like Cranium. I'm sure you've heard of him. You must know about Cranium. Andre, looking for Sharana pregnant? You're pregnant?
Yes.
Mother looking sad.
I eat this.
Daughter looking blue. It look like pregnancy passing through. Yeah, man. Sharana pregnant, you're pregnant, oh mama. Sharana pregnant, you're pregnant, oh mama.
Boy.
You have lovers problem and she say no, mama. You have man problem and she say no, mama. Look at that you work hard to make you a
dance not to be sweet.
Loud and close in the street. So you home with me story. When you back deep, ladder deep. When you know bed deep, ladder belly deep. Put chicken near it. You say if I'm pregnant, you can't see it. Say run your now go to church. No, mama. Say run your now go to school.
No, mama. Boy. No, mama.
So you be do what I say.
No, mama.
Say run here round me.
No, mama. This is a serious social issue. Sharana, you're pregnant.
Yes, that song was about teenage pregnancy. And it was topical at that time. Yes, still is. Yes, and as I was saying, you must have heard about Cranium.
Which song Cranium sing again?
Cranium song. Which one Cranium sing? Nobody nothing know. You know that one?
Nobody nothing know, say you and me a touch.
Right. Cranium is a past student of mine. Yes. And the person who is the writer and singer of the greatest PNP song of all times.
Neville Gary.
Neville Struggle Martin is from this constituency. He hails from Lottery.
That song, right?
Yes. My Father Banya, right.
Neville man. We have to play the My Father Banya over here. Put up your fist, put up your fist, put up your fist. Put up your fist, Namis. Put up your fist, put up your fist, put up your fist. Boy! My Father Banya. Come on! My Father Banya. Hey! My grandmother Banya. My grandmother Banya. Put up your fist, Jamaica. Banya. Banya. Come on, Jamaica. My leader Banya. Boy!
My leader born ya. Hey, what I can live ya. No, I can live ya. He gave I a message. Come on, Jamaica.
To all those people
We no
who
love,
no love progress.
no love progress. Come on, Jamaica. Shoot them with land lease. Say to shoot them with land lease. Let me shoot them with the pioneer. Hey, shoot them with the pioneer. Boy, shoot them with Jamal. Hey, teach them with Jamal. Shoot them with Jamal. No, for them can't read and write, you know. Then you shoot them
With free education.
Shoot them with free education. Equal pay for woman. Equal pay for women. Shoot them with the minimum wage. Shoot them with the minimum wage. My leader Banya. My leader Banya. So let me God I Oh, I not. So great men like Neville Martin.
Yes.
So what is your plan now for the creative industries?
We want to provide opportunities for these persons to explore their talents.
Yes.
So we want to provide studio spaces for our young people, our young at heart, or those persons who are just interested in music to get the chance to do their recordings, you know, to play around in the studio. Well, not to waste time, certainly, but to get a chance to explore and to discover themselves. So we have that plan. We want to also look out for those persons who, what I believe to just make Higher Life is one song that Cranium did. Higher Life. So you can play that when you're done, Andre. Yes, I just remember. We want to support our craftsmen in terms of those persons who normally create these art pieces, the carvings. We had some years ago, I remember as a child, as a teenager, the community of Lottery had a thriving carving industry. Men used to travel out with truckloads of carvings to Ocherius and to Montego Bay to connect with tourists and to sell the tourists their crafts or even to sell them to the craft vendors.
Yes.
So this industry thrived. The people of Long Bay also had a thriving Long Bay in Rosal and Lottery Amity Hall in Somerton.
Yes.
We want to help the people revive this industry. And whilst we do so, I would have learned since my traverse in the constituency as caretaker candidate that the craft market in the Rosal division is closed. So these vendors have to take their wares to peddle them in the hotel. And imagine that it costs them because they must pay a fee to go into the hotel to sell tourists their wares. And we believe that it should not be so. So we want to provide the opportunity, or we want to make the craft market in East Central St. James open again and tourists actually come out to see the real Jamaica. We want to open up community tourism because we would have had in the past tourists coming to East Central St. James. I understand a few weeks ago when I was walking in Lottery that there is a section in the community that tourists usually come to. All of that has ended. So in short,
community tourism.
Yes, we want our community tourism. We want it back because it thrived before and we want it back. We want our share of the tourism pudding. We don't eat pie. Well, we eat pie, but pudding is what we are used to. We are Jamaicans. So we deserve better. And I want to say to you, as my slogan says, it is well with Rushell. God bless you.
All right. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Yes, Akeem.
So it was a pleasure having you here today, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here, Andre.
I wish you all the best. But thank you, Miss Reid, not, and I'll be talking to you all soon again. All right?
All right. You.
God
Thank
bless.
you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jamaica, I want to put a scenario to some of you today. I want you to listen to this scenario. And you see, sometimes I know everybody you have to take. Some people will come in your business, you must know if you align the energies them and see to it. A woman made an order this morning for a friend. It's the second time she making an order with my kitchen. The first time, my bearer had to spend almost 45 minutes. Listen to this, Jamaica. I'm putting the scenario to you. My bearer had to spend, Angela Stedman, 45 minutes and other people's foods got delayed. When she ordered this morning, I said to her, listen what I said to her, make sure that the person answers their number, because the last time it affected my operations. My bearer again leave here this morning from 11:30, and he has been in New Kingston trying to deliver that meal for another half hour, delaying other people's order. He circled everyone and then he went back to go and drop off that person's order that she made request for. Now, Jamaica, the woman is going to say to me, she needs a refund. So I said, the meals are delivered, the meals were prepared. So how would I give you a refund when I went to the place that I'm instructed to go and offer the meals? The bearer went there twice and it wasn't delivered. Do you know what she did? Now me see something coming on my TikTok and she ready to bring me down, to say me unprofessional, and this is how she going to take back the cash up and want to cancel me cash up and this and that and Ray and Tay. Why are people so difficult, wicked, evil, and treacherous? Imagine, Semanish, imagine, yeah, me I go refund it. Jamaica. But I know any and everybody business me want come to me, because some of them come with hidden agenda and evil. Imagine if you say you love Partner Draw TV. Me say to her, I will deal with you when I am through with my show. And see I should put up on TikTok. Ready for inner argument, Jamaica. If you did genuinely say you mean Partner Draw any good, if you did say you mean Partner Draw any good, Jamaica, see that? Remember me said to her, I cannot refund what I already cook and send out, It's not as a case, Jamaica. It's not as a case. It's not as a case that I never cook the food or the food never leave. The food was delivered. It's 9 times I call her friend. Remember I said to you before the program is out, and this is what you do? This is what you do. Me tell you, Me I go call me I go call me I go call my admin in the US. Me no want not no more for the me Jamaica. Jamaica. If me look by you and say when me finish the program, I deal with you. Remember, say me just look, and when me look here, tag me on social media, ready to bring me down. Shit, them have a hidden motive. Them have a hidden motive, Jamaica. And as a matter of fact, you know what? Me just go, give her back her money and just tell her, let me lose. Me will take the loses. Me will take the loses. Me will take the loses, Jamaica. Because you will try hard. And it's not a matter of labor right or PNP. It's not political. People must have what is called decency. When me call me admin and tell her, no, Samanish, I have to deal with this because you have people out there with them hidden evil motives. Remember, my bearer go there, spend half hour, my bearer drive back there, just now, Later, yeah, students. Later. Tata, me will soon back tonight.